The Sukhoi Su-57, also called the Felon by NATO, is Russia's most advanced fighter jet and the country's first stealth aircraft designed for modern air combat. It is a fifth-generation multi-role fighter that brings together stealth technology, high speed, long range, powerful sensors, and unmatched maneuverability. This aircraft was developed to compete with other fifth-generation fighters like the American F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. Russia began work on this project in the early 2000s, and after years of testing, the Su-57 made its first flight on January 29, 2010. Since then, it has become the flagship of the Russian Air Force, even though production numbers are still relatively small. Today, we'll explore its design, features, combat role, and why it's considered one of the most advanced jets in the world. One of the most striking features of the Su-57 is its stealth design. Unlike older Russian jets that carried weapons externally, the Su-57 has large internal weapon bays that hide missiles and bombs from radar detection. Its body is made with special radar-absorbing materials and composites that reduce its radar cross-section, making it harder for enemy radars to track. The jet also has canted tail fins, smooth surface shaping, and engine positioning that reduce visibility on radar and infrared sensors. While experts argue that the Su-57 may not be as stealthy as the F-22, it is still far less detectable than any previous Russian aircraft. Another key advantage is its maneuverability. Russia has always been famous for building highly agile jets like the Su-27 and Su-35, and the Su-57 continues this tradition. It has 3D thrust vectoring nozzles, which means the engines can move in different directions to help the jet perform sharp turns and post-stall maneuvers that are impossible for most fighters. Combined with advanced flight control systems, the Su-57 can perform famous moves like the Cobra maneuver or tight rolls while maintaining control at very low speeds. This gives Russian pilots an edge in close-range dogfights. In terms of performance, the Su-57 can reach speeds of around Mach 2, and it is capable of supercruise, flying at supersonic speeds without using afterburners. This saves fuel and gives it a longer range in combat situations. The aircraft can fly up to 20,000 meters at altitude and has a combat range of more than 3,500 kilometers, making it suitable for both air superiority missions and long-range strike operations. Its powerful engines, known as AL-41F1 and later upgrades like the AS-30, give it an excellent thrust-to-weight ratio, allowing rapid climbs and extended high-speed flight. Now let's talk about avionics and sensors. The Su-57 carries the advanced N036B radar system, which uses multiple radar arrays across the aircraft's body. This setup allows the jet to track up to 60 targets at once and engage up to 16 of them simultaneously. The aircraft also uses the 101KS ATOL system, which includes infrared search and track sensors, missile approach warning systems, and targeting pods for precision strikes. This makes the Su-57 a true sensor fusion aircraft where all information is displayed clearly to the pilot. Inside the cockpit, pilots have modern touchscreen multifunction displays, a wide heads-up display, and are expected to use helmet-mounted displays in the future. All of this helps reduce pilot workload and improve situational awareness. When it comes to weapons, the Su-57 is versatile. Inside its internal bays, it can carry air-to-air missiles like the R-77M and R-74M2 for close and long-range combat. For long-distance engagements, it can use the powerful R-37M missile, which can hit targets over 300 kilometers away. It also carries precision bombs and guided missiles for ground attack missions, making it a true multi-role fighter. If stealth is not required, the Su-57 can carry weapons externally on its hardpoints, increasing its total payload to nearly 10,000 kilograms. It even has a built-in 30mm cannon for close combat. The history of the Su-57 is also important. Russia began developing it to replace its aging Su-27 fleet and to prove that it could compete with the US in fifth-generation technology. However, due to high costs and technical challenges, production has been slower than planned. Currently, only a few dozen Su-57s are in active service with the Russian Air Force, though more are on order. Russia has also offered an export version called the Su-57E to foreign customers. Reports suggest that Algeria may be the first country outside Russia to acquire this fighter. The Su-57 has already seen combat experience. In 2018, Russia sent the jet to Syria for real-world testing, where it carried out missions under battlefield conditions. More recently, it has been used in the war in Ukraine. In fact, in June 2024, Ukraine claimed to have successfully struck a Su-57 at the Aktubinsk air base deep inside Russian territory. This was the first confirmed case of a stealth fighter being damaged in combat since the US F-117 was shot down in 1999. While Russia has not disclosed full details, the incident shows both the risks and realities of using such advanced jets in modern warfare. Looking toward the future, Russia is working on upgrading the Su-57 with new Izdali A-30 engines, which promise more power, efficiency, and reduced detectability. These engines will allow the jet to fly faster, further, and with less infrared signature, making it even harder to detect. There are also reports that future versions of the Su-57 may have two-seat variants and the ability to control unmanned drones as loyal wingmen. If these upgrades happen, the Su-57 could become not just a fighter jet but also a command platform in future air battles. Despite challenges in production and funding, the Su-57 remains a symbol of Russia's determination to keep pace with global air power technology. It combines stealth, speed, maneuverability, and firepower in one platform. While it may not be produced in huge numbers like the F-35, its capabilities make it a serious threat to any potential adversary. For Russia, it represents both pride and strategic necessity in modern aerial warfare. And that brings us to the end of this in-depth look at the Sukhoi Su-57 Felon. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible 5th-generation stealth fighter, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Air Bourne Atlas Aviation, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll be bringing you more amazing stories about the world's most advanced aircraft, from fighters to bombers to commercial giants. Also, share your thoughts in the comments section. What do you think about the Su-57 compared to jets like the F-22 or F-35? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next flight.